Talking like strangers wrapped in a anger. It's going down. We'll end up back again sooner or later. What comes around goes around. Breaking hearts, showing scars, leave me ripped apart. Cold to touch, not too much, but it's never enough. I'm searching inside, but there is nowhere to hide. Sipping one fell in love, and now I'm left with this wanting. It's haunting. The poison lips, sinking ships, leaving me in the ocean, and I drown with the tide. Giving in like a death by 1,000 concessions. Your confession. You never loved me for who I am, just what you wanted from me. Talking like strangers wrapped in a anger. It's going down. We'll end up back again sooner or later. What comes around goes around. Breaking hearts, showing scars, leave me ripped apart. Cold to touch, not too much, but it's never enough. I'm searching inside, but there is nowhere to hide. There's nowhere left to hide. There's nowhere left to hide. From head to my toes, I can feel it in my bones. When I take it down, I know I'm never letting go. When I think I regret, maybe when we to forget. Every night I'm making what was meaningless sex. Now my heart is in the ball of your rain, your satisfaction. Wanna quit, but now you're looking for some action. Better run quick or just quit, just what you're after. Talking like strangers wrapped in a anger. It's going down. We'll end up back again sooner or later. What comes around goes around. Breaking hearts, showing scars, leave me ripped apart. Cold to touch, not too much, but it's never enough. I'm searching inside, but there is nowhere to hide. Breaking hearts, showing scars, leave me ripped apart. Cold to touch, not too much, but it's never enough. I'm searching inside, but there is nowhere to hide. comes around, goes around. Breaking hearts, showing scars, leave me ripped apart. Cold to touch, all too much, but it's never enough. I'm searching inside, but there is nowhere to hide. There's nowhere left to hide. There's nowhere left to hide. From head to my toes, I can feel it in my bones. When I take it down, I know I'm never letting go. When I think I regret, make you want me to forget. Every night I'm making lovers meaningless sex. Now my heart is in the ball of your rain, your satisfaction. Wanna quit, fucking now you're looking for some action. Better run quick or just quit, chasing what you're after. Talking like strangers, wrapped in anger. It's going down. We'll end up back as sooner or later. What comes around goes around. Breaking hearts, showing scars, leave me ripped apart. Cold to touch, all too much, but it's never enough. I'm searching.
A woman never belongs to you. It's just your turn. You lost your edge, she lost attraction for you. That's how it works. What'd you think she was gonna do? Tell you she cheated? Men cannot afford to get complacent in relationships. Get your fat ass off the couch, start lifting weights, and learn game. You're welcome.
And now your man,
Donovan Sharpe.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 696th edition of TSR Primetime. As yet more, there we go. It has not been a good day for it's not been a good day for equipment. All sorts of equipment issues. Equipment issues are part of the game, especially when you're coming off a little bit of a long layoff. As you guys know, I just had the ultra successful launch of Womanese Volume 3. It was absolutely the best version of Womanese there has ever been. There is no doubt about that. And so I was very excited to, obviously we've done a lot of traveling. We were in Miami for 1 week. Then we went to Vegas for the launch of Womanese Volume 3, as I lower my camera here just a little bit. And so anytime there's a long layoff, anytime I haven't been in the studio for a while, coming back, I gotta dust everything off. I am definitely going to be making a change in software, that's for sure. I think OBS is definitely excellent streaming software, but it has most assuredly run its course. I think I have reached my wit's end with that, and I'm going to do exactly what Kevin Samuels instructed me to do exactly a year ago, and go ahead and get onto the Ecamm Live train. So I'm very, very much looking forward to getting going with that. I know I'm a little bit shaky to start here, guys. I just, equipment issues, they absolutely freaking suck, man. They absolutely freaking suck, but we are here, and we are ready to go. As always, we are streaming live to Facebook, Twitter via Periscope, YouTube, and of course, in crystal clear 1080p. I'm sorry, 4K actually, to Sharpe Stream. So however you are watching, wherever you're watching from, thank you for making the Sharpe Reality Primetime a part of your nightly routine. A couple of quick announcements to make here really quick. I'm going to be adding another show. You guys know I do a couple of collaboration shows. A week. Of course, I do Weights and Dates with Myron Gaines every Saturday. every Sunday evening at 6 o'clock, followed by the 6, which is going to be the now 7, which leads me to my second announcement. And my second announcement is that the 6 is now going to be the 7. That's right, the 6 has turned into the 7 as we welcome in our 7th regular panelist on the 7, Fresh Prince CEO. Fresh is, he's going to be the youngest guy on the panel, but the guy absolutely positively knows his stuff. He is RP to the core. He has proven himself to be beneficial. He's proven himself to be very, very knowledgeable. Even though he's young, he's, he doesn't, he lacks the seasoning that guys like myself and Myron and Kevin and Jap and all the rest of those guys have. But he has proven himself to be as knowledgeable as they come for a young guy. So now the 7 will be a panel that has guys in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. 4 different decades of knowledge. That's one thing that I pride myself on as far as the 7 is concerned, is that it is a very, how can I put this? It is a very, it is a very, it's a very diverse panel. It's a very balanced panel, very, very diverse. We come from all walks of life, and it's nice to have a guy in there who is in his 20s. It's I like having that. I like having that balance. Guys, listen, enough with the bikini gifts in the chat and Sharpe stream. Like, let's be grown-ups. Let's be grown-ups, guys. Like, for real. I'm in kind of an ornery mood tonight. Maybe listen, any other night I'd be fine with the bikini girls, but guys, let's can that. Let's can that. Let's be grown-ups. Let's not be 7th graders who have just discovered Playboy magazine for the first time. We're showing all our friends. Let's be grown-ups here in the chat. But yeah, I met Fresh Prince CEO for the first time live and in living color when I went down to Miami, and I of course did the show with he and Myron Gaines. That turned out to be absolutely a home run, the most fun I've ever had doing a podcast. And I will be going down there next month. I'll be down in Miami for another edition of the Fresh and Fit podcast. So I'm looking forward to going down there for that. And I have also upgraded my mobile studio. My mobile studio has some upgrades. I bought some new software, some new equipment. I'm not going to have to lug, a big computer. Got myself another Mac Mini, got the Shure SM7V. Same mic as this, only it's made for just a singular computer. I don't need the Rodecaster Pro to get the quality sound. So I'm very, very much looking forward to that. And so big things on the horizon, for TSR Primetime. I'm going to be adding one more show to my lineup of collaborations, and that will be a cryptocurrency show featuring Crypto Charlie and Dollar Cost Crypt. It's interesting. So they just launched their crypto course, and I am enrolled in that course. And I had them on to promote their course. And during the hour and a half or so that they were on, those guys displayed the most knowledge I have ever heard anyone display not on any topic, in cryptocurrency. It was like the very first time I talked to Myron. You guys remember, those of you guys who have followed me through the years. I've had dozens of guests on, probably hundreds, right? Probably hundreds of guests on. Every once in a while, I get that guest who is so knowledgeable. They are clearly an expert in what they're talking about. This is my guy. Episode 141 was live with Kevin Samuels. 5 minutes in, I said, this is going to be my image consultant guy. He's actually going to be, I think he's going to be in New York in a couple of weeks. I'm going to go up and see him. I'm going to finally get my full image consulting done. I'm going to get a tailored suit. Devin's buying me a tailored suit for Christmas. And so I'm going to remake my entire image. I'm actually going to learn to dress because I'm a terrible dresser, as you guys can see. But I'm making some investments in got a new pair of spectacles here. I actually got 3 more pairs of glasses. Got some fancy new shades. I probably bought maybe 5 or 6 pair of sunglasses down in Vegas. I spent more money than I should have on fragrances in Las Vegas. If you guys want to know what exactly I bought, you guys can go check out my Instagram. It's a lot of them. And so finally, I'm going to finally get that image consultation with Kevin Samuels, and I'm going to take my brand to the next level. Listen, I'm still gonna be the same me. I'm not trying to be Kevin Samuels. Dude, nobody can be Kevin. Like, I'm sorry, the dude had 12,000 people watching his show last night. I ain't never gonna be him. Nobody does it like he does. But the direction I'm trying to take this thing requires me. Listen, if we're keeping it real, people take you a lot more seriously when you are dressed like I am dressed now than if you're wearing a Voltron shirt. That's just how it is. I mean, image positively matters. King Life corrects me in the chat. $13,000. Holy moly. Dollars. 13,000 people watching. Yeah, Kevin Samuels has absolutely exploded. He never looks bad. The dude always looks good. He's always clean. He's always sharp. And so finally I'm gonna get my image consultation done with him. And I'm gonna take my wardrobe game to the next level. No, like I said, I'm not trying to be Kevin Samuels. But I surround myself with people who are experts in the field. So listen, Myron Gaines, one of my good friends. I'm going to listen to him when it comes to fitness and diet and fitness. Kevin Samuels, one of my good friends. Dude, I've known Kevin now for 3-4 years. Man, we go way back. Dude, I knew Kevin when we both had 20,000 subscribers, and now look at us. So very much looking forward to having Crypto Charlie and Dollar Cost Crypt. The first time I had Kevin Samuels, first time I had Myron Gaines, it was instantaneous. Okay, these guys are experts, need to keep them around. This past Saturday, that was it for me. I said, these are my crypto guys. And so Dollar Cost Crypt and Crypto Charlie are going to be a regular on the show. And that is going to be a once-a-week show. I don't know exactly when I don't know when the show is going to be. I would like for it to be Saturday. It could be Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. I don't know. I'm going to be flexible because Charlie lives in Japan. And so, 4 o'clock in the afternoon here, it's like 6 o'clock in the evening on a Halloween night in Japan. So I'm going to have to work out some of those time difference constraints, but very, very excited to add them to the lineup. So Crypto Charlie, Dollar Cost Crypt, as well as Fresh Prince CEO being added to the TSR Towers empire. Nah, it is what it is. But good to see you guys in here in the chat. Truthker is in the house. Glad to see you guys in here. All right. Let's get right to it. So I have a really, really good show in store for you guys today. I had a patron, and let me look up here and see which patron it was, because I absolutely positively need to shout him out. This guy sends me articles and videos that are nothing short of solid gold. The Roadblock 85. The Roadblock 85. Shout out to you, my friend. This guy has submitted more home run topics, videos, whatever, than anybody. Anybody. Everything this guy submits to me is solid effing gold. And tonight's topic was no different. So what he did, he submitted a video. It was a podcast. I think it's called Heels Off. And right off the bat, the podcast is called Heels Off. So you already know that the podcast appears to be predicated upon stripping women of femininity. Well, what does stripping women of femininity have to do with heels off? When a woman puts on heels, she's more feminine. When she takes them off, she's more masculine. We've all seen those cartoons, or maybe in real life. A girl gets ready for work, hair done, makeup done, everything's on point, looking good, smelling good, right? High heels going into work. When she comes home, when she hits the subway, headed home, got on a pair of Nikes, hair's in a bun, lipstick is smudged, probably because she's smoking sausages, namely Kevin in the sales department. The point is that women go from feminine to masculine when they take their heels off. At least that's what it is in quote-unquote theory. So the fact that the podcast is called Heels Off tells us all we need to know about the premise of this podcast. So what I'm going to do tonight, it's about a 20-minute video. I'm going to break down about 5 minutes of it, because if I broke down all 20 minutes of it, we would probably be here until Charlie's bedtime tomorrow. Crypto Charlie's bedtime tomorrow. So shout out to him again. So without further ado, here is the video with women discussing why they agree or disagree with calling all men trash. Buckle up, guys. Here we go.
On the topic of men, do you think saying men are trash hinders or helps the relationship between men and women?
No.
No,
What
do you mean no?
No.
It does,
Definitely
because
not.
I think it reminds
awareness
them.
issue.
It's an awareness,
I'm
exactly.
already
It
having
reminds them
issues
that they
here.
need to step up
I
to the
think
plate.
they're
Because
very
when
aware.
people hear
Hang on,
men
guys.
are trash, they usually assume that we're talking about, oh, men are cheaters or men are liars
Hang
or
on.
men are dogs.
Which they are.
So what do
Of
you think?
course,
What does
but
it
that's
mean?
not what it's about.
Okay,
Yeah.
what is
You got to be kidding me. Oh, there it is. All right. Jesus Christ. I didn't think it was going to let me stop and go, but it appears it's going to do that now. This again is the reason why I have to get away from OBS. So I'm going to start back a little bit, and here we go.
Do you think saying men are trash
which they are.
hinders or helps the relationship between men and women?
No.
So the first thing you notice about these women is that they are British. They are in the UK. They are in England. They are in Great Britain. They are across the pond, as it were. And on your screen are 3 modern women of the darker persuasion, right? The one on the left looks like she's probably probably in a gang. The one in the middle, the best looking one of the bunch, but just judging by her cleavage and her asymmetrical breasts, you can tell she's been ran through. The one on the right looks like she doesn't have a clue, as in she's trying to be feminine, but she's probably not. She's overdoing it with the pink. Listen, man, translation, these women are just like American black women. Just like them. The only difference is that they speak like they have a British accent. That's really about it. And the fact that they have a British accent actually makes them a little bit more tolerable, as you guys will see. Listen, the one in the middle is an absolute dime piece. Like, dude, honestly, she's a 9 out of 10. Probably one of the hottest black women I've ever laid my eyes on in my entire life. The girl is absolutely a smoke show. But as you will see, as we say here in the States, all women are like that, and they're about to show us why. Let's continue.
No,
What?
do you mean no?
No.
It does,
Definitely
because
not.
I think it
It's an
reminds them.
awareness
It's
issue.
awareness,
It's an
exactly.
awareness
It reminds
piece.
them that they need to step up
I
to the
think
plate.
It reminds them that they need to step up to the plate. See, so already. See, in a woman's mind, at least a woman in the West, all they have to bring to the table is PTA. You guys know what that is. Let's see. P sleeve, tatas, and arse. Right? All they have to do, all these women feel like they have more value than men simply by virtue of existing. And when you have that pervasive thinking, you get women saying, well, men need to step up. Step up exactly for what? Because I see on your head what's probably the equivalent of a $5 hairdo. Now, what's a $5 hairdo, Donovan? This is actually an inside joke that Devin and I have when we see people with fake hair. When we see a woman sit down on the plane or at the hotel, whatever the case may be, and we look at her, we say, it looks like about a $6 hairdo. That means she's got about 6 pounds of fake hair on her head. This woman looks like she's got about a $5 hairdo, which means she's got about 5 pounds of fake hair on her head. Anytime you start talking about black women, thirsty as you-know-whats, always rush to the chat. Well, they're different in Africa. Well, they're different in Great Britain. Well, they're different. Nah, fam. Nope. Not trying to hear it. Not trying to hear it. Across the pond, different accent, right? Same poop, different day, if I can keep it clean. And you can see the look on this face. She probably thinks her poop don't stink. Typical, and this is not even indicative of black women. This is indicative of American women. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it, guys. Somebody in the chat says all 5 have fake hair. Yeah, exactly. So again, it's the same thing, guys. Same thing. Men need to step up. Step up to what? Step up to you? Step up for you? What are you, 30, 31 years old? You've been ran through by what? 30 dozen guys? No, I don't think so.
Because when people hear men are trash, they usually assume that we're talking about, oh, men are cheaters or men are liars or
Which
men
they
are dogs.
are. Which they are. So what do you think?
Course,
What does
but
it
that's
mean?
not.
Oh, look at that. Which they are. You see? You see? The other girl is trying to sort of differentiate what people are talking about when they say men are trash. Well, when they say men are trash, men are dogs, right? It's usually within the concept, well, they are dogs. Yes, they are trash. These two right here, and you can tell the girl on the right, oh, by the way, at least the girl on the left, listen, these are all ratchets. These are all ratchets. Let's just go ahead and put it out there. Let's just go ahead and put it out there. But at least the girl on the left, who I believe is the biggest ratchet of them all, at least she is sitting like a lady. Look how old girl is sitting on the right. Like, for real. Like, what is this? I mean, what is she? Like, the point guard for the LA Lakers? Like, what are we doing here? Like, are we a lady or are we a lady? Kevin Samuels, I guess everybody is using his name for clout. I guess I may as well, too. Difference is I talk to the dude 2-3 times a day. There I go, name dropping. The girl on the right is what Kevin Samuels calls fake feminine. You can actually see she's really not that bad looking. Listen, I'm going to have to give her a pass. Not really a pass, right? Okay, so she has fake hair. But if you can look past the fake hair, you can see that she's not bad looking. She doesn't appear to be overweight. She's probably a little taller than most women, but that's okay, right? Like, that's something that's outside of your control. She looks to be otherwise fairly attractive. But then she sits down like she's a dude. Yeah, this is what's called fake femininity. You look feminine, but you don't act feminine. I've referred to this before. It's called the frat girl act. There are a lot of hot girls out there who like to tell party jokes. That's what she said. Ha ha ha, they burp, fart, pick their noses. They think it's funny. They think it's attractive because Cosmopolitan magazine told them it's attractive when you're one of the guys. No, you need to stay away from that. Do not look or act like this chick right here. Don't do it. All right, let me quickly shout out some super chats here. The Marfuki man with the $20 super chat says, good to see you back, man. Appreciate that. I Bramblebush, haven't seen you in here in a while, says, what's up, bro? It's about damn time you got back to work. Yeah, real talk, man. Took me a while to shake off the rust, but I'm here. I'm here. Merciless, $5 says, yeah, they're average at best. Wink, wink. I Bramblebush, another $5 says, OMG, the chick with the biggest wig can see the glue on her lace front. Absolutely. I swear to God. Listen, man, I can tell most of the time when women have fake hair, but I'm gonna tell you what, you niggas sometimes, y'all be like, yo, I can tell the track here, and like y'all are like Sherlock Holmes with it. Because sometimes I'll be like, no, she doesn't have fake hair, and then like 3 y'all in the chat, no, fake hair. Because you can see it here, there, and everywhere. I'm like, God damn. Like, where the hell have I been? But yes, she absolutely, positively has fake hair. I can tell. Chris Rucker, welcome to the chat. Yeah, guys, let's keep it on topic. Let's keep it on topic. Okay? Let's not listen, we can talk about crypto and trading and all that other kind of stuff when that is the topic of conversation. When we do the crypto show, you guys can talk about all that all we want to. But let's stay on topic, which for right now is fake hair. Come on, guys. Respect the chat. Okay, let's continue.
What it's about.
Okay,
what is that about?
It's about acknowledging their place in society and telling them
patriarchal
exactly
angle that they have played.
you want to use
throughout
patriarchy
history.
and step it down. Exactly. And it's just telling them that they need to acknowledge that a lot of things that they have gotten away with because of patriarchy needs to stop. So when we talk about
A lot of things that we have gotten away with because of the patriarchy needs to stop. Newsflash, sweetheart, it has stopped. All of that has stopped. The whole hashtag toxic masculinity, if I can say. It's so funny. These girls are sitting here talking like it's 1924 when the patriarchy is in full force. I think women had just gotten the right to vote. I'm not a historian, so don't quote me on that. But these women are sitting here acting like they're living in the Stone Ages. They're sitting here acting like they're not living in the stage of womanism, as Coach Greg Adams likes to call it. These women are complaining about problems that were around 75 years ago. But guess what? Womanism snuffed all that out. Yet, here these women are still complaining about the patriarchy. If there's one thing you need to understand about this line of thinking as far as womanism is concerned, the more you give them, the more they want. Well, it's the same thing with women. You get with a woman, if she wants something, you give it to her. She wants more. She's never, ever satisfied. Baby, I wish I had a new iPhone. Yeah, okay, here's the new iPhone 12. Well, what I really wanted was the iPhone 12 Pro Max. I appreciate it, but I really wanted the iPhone 12 Pro Max, right? Or if you actually make a girl breakfast one day, and I've had this happen to me so many times when I was a blue pill beta, and it used to just piss me off. Oh, I'm sorry, I already ate breakfast, or oh, I'm allergic to blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you can't lie to me and take a couple of bites and fake that you like it? Nope, doesn't matter. Women have absolutely no incentive to be nice like that. The point is that the more you give women, the more women want. The womanism movement has given women everything they want. The three main pillars of feminism, there I said it. The three main pillars of the girl power movement. Pillar number 1 is the transference of resources from men to women. Pillar number 2, the removal of all sexual restraints of women and placing them on to men. The third pillar is removing all accountability from women and placing it onto men, while at the same time placing all responsibility on men while taking it away from women. Women have all the authority, none of the responsibility. In other words, they call the shots, but then when the you-know-what hits the fan, they still blame men. Those are the three pillars of feminism, the girl power movement as we know it. All of these objectives have been accomplished tenfold. Conventional masculinity is just about legislated against. You can't do anything masculine. You can't even be a man. You can't talk to a woman without her #pound also. You can't do any of that stuff. Yet, here she is talking about the patriarchy and what we've been allowed to get away with. Ask the average 21-year-old what the patriarchy is. He will not know what the hell you're talking about. Again, the more you give them, the more they want.
Men are trash. We're not saying men are trash because, you know, your MCM's not replying.
Yeah.
No, we're saying men are
Why
trash.
don't you point at me like that?
No, but when
Why is it so
on
direct?
Twitter,
Yeah.
this all sounds all airy-fairy and
Now, believe it or not, the girl who looks like her boyfriend is a gang member, she seems to make the most sense, as you will see here shortly.
Very,
It's
very,
not airy-fairy.
it's
On
reality.
Twitter, let's
And do you see how they shout her down?
keep
It's
it real,
reality.
yeah.
Let's
On
keep it
Twitter,
100.
every time I've seen men are trash, they're talking about men are trash in relationships. Someone's cheated, this, that, and the other.
We can still use it for that.
Do you see? Do you see? She brought rationality to the conversation. She's like, listen, ladies, okay. When someone is talking trash on Twitter about men are trash and this and that and the other, they're talking about relationships, not in general. And look at these two. It's different.
It depends on who you follow, because when I see men are trash, I see a lot of comments about domestic consent. So I also think it depends on who you follow, because there are a lot of young girls on there talk about men.
See, what she just went through, I'm going to rewind that here very, very quickly. Just listen. So, you guys are calling her fake Foxy Brown. That's funny. She actually looks like Lil' Kim about a year after she started doing plastic surgery. That's just me. But listen to this exchange again. So she tries to bring the conversation around strictly to, hey, listen, man, we're just talking about relationships. And listen to what these two say.
It depends on who you follow, because
Listen.
when I see men are trash, I see a lot of comments about domestic consent.
There you go. Right? Now, all of a sudden, we're talking about EPAR. Spelled backwards. Domestic Duracell. Listen, if a man EPARs a woman, he is trash. Men who EPAR women deserve to be locked up and put in jail. Men who put their hands on women are trash. Men who are guilty of domestic Duracell should absolutely positively be put in jail. There's no question about that. These things are against the law. But women who say men are trash are not talking about criminals. Would you like to know why I know they're not talking about criminals? It's because these are the guys they have the children of. So when, I guess, fake Foxy Brown, whatever her name is, she tried to bring it around and be rational. Well, okay, it's relationships, but then the other two jumped in. Well, what we're talking about is domestic Duracell and EPAR and consent. Well, wait a minute, hold on. So now we're talking about dudes who break the law? So now, so dudes who break the law are now the rule and not the exception. Who, by the way, those exceptions have the best chance with you. Make that make sense. No, this is absolutely positively a false trade-off. This is a argument. This is a conversation in bad faith. That's what this is. You have one, and as you'll see, I think two people. As a matter of fact, the two that are sitting on the couch with the hot one right there, the one in the middle, she seems to be. This is her show. Her name is Tony something. I don't remember. Her name is Tony something. This is her show. I think she's the hostess. The two that are sitting next to her, they appear to be the most reasonable. They understand that men are dogs and men do their stuff, but they understand that it's within the context of a relationship. Those other two are all about, no, men are trash no matter what. Well, what if he's a good man? Well, what about the men who EPAR women and domestic Duracell women? That's who those bitches are over there, as you guys will see.
Yeah, so I also think it depends on who you follow. Because, there are a lot of young girls on there talking about men are trash, my man cheated on me, yeah. And there are also women on there talking about men are trash because...
Look, the reason I pause it, dude, this girl is bad. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. My guys in the chat, listen, this is the kind of black woman who could date white guys. She can date any white guy she wants. Real talk. Real talk. Like, this woman is beautiful. I would give her a solid 9. My guys in the chat, what do you rate this girl? What do you rate this girl? Are my new glasses deceiving me, or how accurate am I? I put her, listen, I don't know what her whole body looks like, but just judging by her face, this woman is beautiful. I put out a 9 out of 10. King Sargon 2 says until she opens her mouth. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, dude, listen, hot black women with a British accent, kind of hot. Kind of hot. Truthcur says she is a Kelly Rowland 9 easy straight up. Yeah, this chick is bad. This chick is bad. And guys, listen. Stop this. Well, what does she look like without makeup? Oh, give me a break, guys. Come on. Like, dude, listen, man. Like, listen. I'm all about having standards and calling women out and lifting up the veil as much as the next guy. But guys, what do you want? Do you want women to walk around without makeup on? Do you not want them to look their best? Of course you do. So when you say, well, what does she look like without makeup? Dude, you're going to see her without makeup maybe 10% of the time. King Life in Sharpe stream is going to be that guy and say she's a 7.5. King Life is lying. King Life would absolutely smash this chick if she were right in front of him. King Life is trying. Oh, yep, there he goes. Yep. There's always one. Oh, wow, that's a pretty cool picture of the 7. Oh, that's really neat. Huh, okay, all right. You didn't redeem yourself for being disingenuous, but you know this chick is more than a 7.5. Like, let's not be disingenuous. Oh, he said she's a 7 for me. Wait a minute. No, he said she's a 7.5 for me. All right, well, that's how this is. Listen, this bitch is bad. That's all there is to it. Let's continue.
I was a victim of domestic
Duracell?
trash because disproportionately women at an exceedingly high amount compared to men.
Oh, here we go. Women are EPAR'd more than men. Yeah, really? How many women are falsely accused of EPAR, huh? Well, there are so many more EPARs that go unreported. Really prove it. Because I haven't seen any public accusation of EPAR. Kind of false. We find out literally 10 minutes later, she's full of it. So I'm not trying to hear it.
So I also think you have to take that into account. So when people do say men are trash, in my opinion, one, I don't think they are necessarily saying, oh, men are trash, you all suck, you must die. Like, no, it's not that deep.
Actually, some people do say that. Some people do say that.
See that? You see these two bitches right here? Oh, no, listen. See? These two are the ratchets. Look. The chick on the right, she can't even look at her. She's like, oh, no, all men must die. She talking about herself? She talking about herself? Gonna get to these super chats here, and we will continue the video in just a second. Super Chat's coming in hot and heavy. Merciless, $5 says, why is it that my sisters who shop for a face have the most to say about men? We know what the grill looks like when the makeup comes off. Yuck. Yeah, listen, I'm attracted to Devin, but she's got to wear makeup. Like, let's not. Come on, guys, come on. Appreciate the super chat there. Red Pill Mike says, silence. This is a panel of women. I'm going to predict that very little logic will be introduced into the conversation and just a lot of hamster wheel reasoning that just prevents mental growth. Real talk. Real talk. James Young, $5 says, adding to RPM, you're going to hear a lot of I feel. Very good. Malika Mebane, I feel like I'm pronouncing that wrong every time I say it, and I hate mispronouncing people's names. $5 says, girl power has created an inflated self-entitlement, delusions of grandeur, irresponsibility, no accountability, and generations of lonely women. Real talk. Chris Rucker, $5 says, I'm a sucker for the accent 9. Hey, real talk. Real talk, man. Listen, hey, you guys can lie to yourselves. You can't lie to me. Tony's that's a bad bitch. Like, real talk. Technomage B5, $10, says these are the same female type. She'll take you to her bed for multiple nights, then after you do something that ticks them off, all of those visits, there are retroactively EPAR. Careful. This is why I tell you every time you smash, send that morning after text. Hey, had a great time. Can't wait to do it again. She will reciprocate. At that point, that's going to go a long way in proving your innocence in the false EPAR accusation. Peter B, $2 says she might look better without the makeup. That's a negative ghostwriter. There's no way she looks better without the makeup. No way. Nope. Listen, men, when Devin's like, if I know I'm going to smash Devin that night, I make her put on like the lip paint, like the red lip paint. It's got like 3 layers. You let it set for like a half an hour. It won't come off unless you put a pressure washer to it. I like my girl's lips to be red when she's smoking the sausage, guys. No. Listen, if that's you, that's you. I like makeup. Merciless, $5 says, he says, Don, don't shoot. He said, I mentioned makeup, but I'm talking about the raccoon, about the looking like a raccoon after pounds of makeup. Okay, fair enough. Okay, gotcha. Merciless going with the hands up, don't shoot, Donovan. He said, don't shoot. Damn, man. God, am I that bad? I guess so. Red Pill Mike says, notice the ratchet ones have the most masculine, physical, and personal traits. Ding, 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 ding. Yep. Look at these. Look at these 2 broads on the screen. Look, the girl on the right looks like she's ready to fight somebody. She looks like she's about 6'4", to be honest with you. And of course, the girl on the left wearing military fatigues on the underside. Ay. Jesus. Red Pill Mike. Rafael Polanco with the $5 super chat says, sup, Donovan? Found your channel at 17 now, and I see this behavior in my school and girls with features full of crippling depression and loneliness. Yeah, the wall is coming quicker for these girls. I mean, dude, we got bitches out here hitting the wall at 24. Real talk. Let us continue the breakdown.
But I think when
Did you see that? She's like, she looks like she's ready to fight.
they say men are trash, it's
We're not gonna go there.
as a patriarchal group and society, like you said, as a whole, men do a lot of trash things.
They do.
Yes.
So,
But women do trash things too, right?
but women do trash things too.
See, there we go. Listen, man, say what you want about, what do we call her? Fake Lil' Kim, fake Foxy Brown. Say what you want about this chick, and she's ratchet as hell, but she appears to be the only fair-minded person on the panel. Little Miss Pink over there, she hasn't really had much to offer. I think she's afraid of the two dudes sitting over there on the couch posing as women. But here she goes again. Tony said, but men do trash things. And she said, well, women do trash things too.
I mean,
So
okay, but you understand.
Do you see that? You see? As soon as she injects common sense and rationality into the conversation, what happens? She gets shouted down by these two. Look at these two. Look. Look at that. The women on the right are not interested in giving men any credit. These women genuinely hate men. I'll put it to you like this. Any man who genuinely hates women does not fully understand women. Any woman who hates a man fully understands men. And the only way you can fully understand a man is if you get ran through. Dre Raven in Sharpe stream doing his ETF42 impressions as all men are trashed, and yet Nawalt, kind of a contradiction there. Dre Raven, you just messed up the show, man. You just messed up the show. You messed up the show, man. No, real talk. We're going to get to that a little bit later. Excellent observation. That is spot on point.
Are women are women
Start your own
trash?
hashtag, but you understand that
Start
they
it.
benefit from society and we don't.
And we
You-
don't.
Are you serious? Are you serious with this? So men do trash things and women do trash things. Okay, so she acknowledges that. But when men do trash things, they benefit from society when we don't. Are you serious with this? Did this chick really just say the trash things that men do benefits them while the trash things that women do doesn't? Let's go down the list. Divorce EPAR. That benefits women, right? Infidelity. Women seem to get praised for infidelity. As a matter of fact, they have divorce parties. I'm having an affair with Steve. I'm having an affair with Kevin in the sales department. Oh my God, girl. Are you serious? Ooh, how exciting is that? Right? Paternity fraud doesn't really seem to turn out too bad for women, does it? Right? A man finds out a kid is not biologically his. Guess what? His name is on the birth certificate. He's on the hook for 18 years of child support when she takes him to court after she divorces him. Women are incentivized to misbehave. When women misbehave, they are rewarded. When men misbehave, we are punished. That's the difference. Nobody should be misbehaving. But for this woman to sit here and suggest that the trash things that men do benefit them, while the trash things that women do is a disadvantage to women, that's ridiculous. Who is she kidding with this? Divorce EPAR, infidelity, cheating, paternity fraud, assaulting men, monkey branching. Women are literally exalted when they do trash things all the time. They are encouraged to do so. They are encouraged to sleep around. They are encouraged to get multiple noit robas spelled backwards. They are encouraged to sleep around in their 20s and lock down the beta male in their 30s. They are encouraged to do trash things because the girl power movement is such that women get rewarded for bad behavior. This is why women are bad. This is why they're terrible, or this is why they act terrible. And again, women are neither good nor bad. They just are. They're like water. They take the shape of the container they're put in. Well, kind of a messed up container, so women are going to come out messed up. They're only doing what they have been allowed to do now for 2-3 decades. When men do bad things, it benefits them. Really? So a man who commits EPAR, that turns out good for him? A man who puts his hands on a woman, that turns out good for him? Hell, dude, the dine and dash dater, all he was doing was fleecing these old ladies for a dinner tab, threw him in jail. Yet when women do the same thing, literally the same thing, they call it a foodie call. Oh, no, but men benefit from the trash things that they do, and women are taken advantage of. Yeah, miss me with that.
But with men, we're saying men are trash.
I think
so.
when it
How
comes
is
to-
that going
I think
to
when it comes-
encourage men?
It's
to
a nice hook.
It sounds good on a TV.
Do you see that? See, again, the girl on the left, fake Lil' Kim, fake Foxy Brown, she's like, listen, man, These people are saying men are trash, men are trash. How is this going to encourage men to want to be with women? These women on the right don't even seem to be interested in any sort of rational discussion. They just want to trash men, trash men, trash men. That's it. She can't get in a word edgewise before these two banshees jump in on her.
Yeah, but how does it feel? How does it feel on the part of men? Like, how is it meant to be encouraging to
go
men?
to Amina's point, I've had men DM me saying, "Look, I am an ally to women. I believe I'm a feminist."
Oh my God. She didn't just say what I think she did she? Let's listen to that again.
I believe I'm a feminist.
Oh my God. Dude sliding into her DMs telling her what?
I believe I'm a feminist.
Guys, listen. Check this out. I don't know why. I have no idea why. With all of the information that we have out in the ethers right now, how in the world do men not know that telling women that you are a girl power movement activist doesn't get you laid? Women don't sleep with male feminists. No, they sleep with chauvinists. They sleep with misogynists. If you listen, women will talk all the trash. Oh, men are such misogynists. Guess who they are letting between their legs? The chauvinists, the misogynists. Dude, I can't tell you how many girls in Vegas told me, "Oh my God, you're so sexist." You know what my response is? "Yeah, but you love it." "Yeah, I kind of do." And it's not even about being misogynistic or chauvinist. You know what that's called being? That is masculinity. But again, masculinity has literally been stripped from men. So men these days think that telling women, "I'm a feminist," "Oh, he's a feminist, I totally want to have his babies." Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We shout out a few more super chats here. James Young says the lady on the left looks like showing up. Yo, that is accurate. That is accurate. Kiss my Converse. That's the comment of the night so far. Red Pill Mike, $20 says says an inability to accept constructive criticism accelerates the speed and increases the impact with which women hit the wall. Hence, why some women hit the wall in their 20s and some can leg it into their 30s. The woman on your screen looks like she's probably close to her 30s. The two banshees on the right, clearly in their 20s. She looks better than they do. There's a reason for that. Very well said, as usual, RPM, revving up the RPMs. Matthew Connor, $5, says, I'm a white Mexican guy. Every time I dated a black woman, she would eventually say, "Niggas ain't shit." Actually, ninjas ain't shirt. I dirtied up there for you. And would be surprised when I had a problem with it. Yeah, right. Like, ain't nobody trying to date a dude who acts like a dude. Right? The Steel Curtain, very well said, Matt Connor. Appreciate that. $5 says, nothing screams femininity quite like army fatigues, and the woman sitting next to her like a man with her legs open. The masculinity is oozing from them. Yeah, dude, those... And dude, I'm telling you, this is how it happens. This is how it happens, guys. The more men a woman sleeps with, the more like men she becomes. That's just how it is. And listen, this is kind of a theory, but stay with me here. The 1,000-block stare, the theory behind the 1,000-block stare is that a woman has so much male DNA in her that she starts to take on traits of the men who have shared their essence with her. So she has this lifeless, soulless look and looks like every man she's ever slagged with, I guess as they say in Britain, or shagged with, right? That is the definition of the 1,000-block stare. Now, I don't think that's true. Listen, it's fun to sort of kick around and laugh at and ha ha ha, that's probably true. But there's another theory I'd like to put out there. These women out here are getting raw dogged, gentlemen. When women cheat, they ain't using condoms. Every time I'm at a Walgreens or a CVS, the condoms are always full to the hilt, right? This is why Noit Roba clinics always have long lines. This is why STD clinics always have long lines. Ain't nobody using protection. What does this mean? This means dudes are skeeting in chicks on the regular. Well, the more dudes skeet in a woman, the more male DNA is floating around in her. So theoretically, if enough male DNA enters a woman's body at some point, she starts to look and act like a man. That's just my theory. That's my theory. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but it seems logical to me. I don't know. Black Lemur 2009 with the $100 super chat says, "This is Bud, just chipping in." You're doing a little bit more than chipping in there, my friend. I appreciate the big time super chat there. I always appreciate the support. You guys are always very generous. I appreciate that very much. Benny B, welcome to the chat, my friend. Thanks for the support. Red Pill Mike says, "If you are a male feminist by default, you have the characteristics of a female and not a male." Dude, Red Pill Mike drops gems in here all the time, dude. All the time. Let us continue with the break. Listen, we're 2 minutes and 23 seconds, 2 minutes and 28 seconds into this video. This is why I couldn't break down the whole video. This is just how it is. But trust me, there's enough juice in here. Let's continue.
Feminist, but can you see it from their point of view?
I get it.
Can you see it from their point of view? Look at the banshees. Already the hand is up by Miss Army Fatigue, and the girl who's probably a dude flicks her hair back like they're ready for battle. And I mean, listen, show enough over there. She's like, dude, I'm not going to get in a word edgewise. Like, I understand what this is now. Look, every time one of these women interjects with some sort of logic, they're shouted down by the two on the right.
You know what? I don't care. I'm not here to like wipe anybody's tears because they're not the ones. But they're not. Wait, I'm coming. Let me land. They're not
See? Now she's just filibustering. Listen to this.
the ones who are going through domestic abuse. They're not the ones who are being. Not the ones who are.
Oh, here we go. Now again, we're comparing criminals to everyday women. Well, men do trash things, but women do too. Well, Donovan, that's the same thing. No, it's not the same thing. Because the trash things that men do are illegal. The trash things that women do should be, but they're not. That's the difference. Dude, when a woman commits a crime against a man, nothing happens. Nothing happens. When a woman makes a false e-par accusation against him that is proven to be false, nothing happens to her. Rouge V was assaulted by a woman outside of a bar. Do you think she got arrested? No, I don't think so. Women assault men. They throw coffee on men. They divorce e-par men. They cheat. Nothing a woman does. Women commit crimes against men all the time. Nothing happens. The minute a man even looks in another woman's direction, e-par, spelled backwards. Incredible.
being catcalled. They're not the ones who are having to.
Oh my God, catcalled? Jesus Christ.
You know, fear for their life every time they walk down a road around, I don't know, 10 p.m.
Every time men are not the ones who have to walk down the road. I'm sorry, men are not the ones who have to fear for their lives when they walk down the road at, I don't know, 10 p.m. Just give me a second. I'm going to tell you a story about how my favorite bicycle got stolen. It's my favorite bicycle in the world. Someone took it from me. It sucked. So I'm riding my bike around, right? Decided to go into the store. Now, the store was in a bad-ish part of town, right? People knew it wasn't the best part of town, but I said, you know what? I have a bike lock. I'll lock up my bike, go into the store. I come outside the store. 20 minutes I was in there. Bike was gone. Somebody had cut my lock. Now, I'm 39 years old, right? It was the Crimson Comet. I had over 3,000 miles on this bike. That sucked. Now, were the bike thieves guilty of a crime? Of course. You can't take something that does not belong to you. That is called stealing, or in legal terms, larceny. Larceny is a crime. Crime should not be committed. However, I shared in some of that responsibility. Well, what was your responsibility, Donovan? You locked up your bike. Yes, I did. I was in a bad part of town. That was partially my fault. The bike thieves are absolutely responsible. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. But if I had acted more responsibly and had maybe ridden down the road to a better part of town, my bike probably would not have gotten stolen. Take it another situation. If I have a really nice car and I drive it to a bad part of town, just east of Wynwood, Miami, as I'm told not to go past a certain point by Miami J and Myron Gaines. No, Bramblebush, that happened in Reno, Nevada, actually. Right out there on East 2nd Street. The Walmart on East 2nd Street in Reno, bad part of town. Anyway, if I drive my car, hell, any car, to a really bad neighborhood, I leave the car running, I leave the keys inside, I leave and come back the next day, my car's going to be gone. Now, is that person guilty of Grand Theft Auto? Absolutely. But I am partially accountable for my car being stolen. I know it's in a bad part of town. I know that leaving your keys in the car while it's running and unlocked, not a good thing to do if you want to keep your car. So now the question becomes, why are you walking down the street at 10 o'clock at night? If somebody does something bad to you, like EPAR or Red Rum, listen, that man is absolutely positively guilty of EPAR or Red Rum. No doubt about it. But personal accountability comes into play. You can't be walking down the street at 10 o'clock at night by yourself. That's how that is. The first time I ever shouted down Tatiana, she tried this whole effiness thing. Like, oh my God, men are this and men are that. I was like, oh, get out of here. She says, men EPAR women all the time. I was like, oh, give me, no. I said, you're full of it. You know nothing about that. She says, I can walk down the street naked. It doesn't. I said, shut the bleep up. And she shut up. I said, you know what? If you walk down the street naked and something bad happens to you like EPAR, that dude is guilty of a crime, should absolutely go to jail. But guess what? Tanya, why are you walking down the street naked in the first place? Couldn't say a damn thing. Do not be walking down the street at 10 o'clock p.m. and be surprised when something bad happens to you. If you have unprotected sex, don't be surprised when you piss a plus sign. If you put yourself in a bad situation, don't be surprised when something bad happens to you. Should a woman be fearful of her life if she's walking down the street all by herself at 10 o'clock at night? Absolutely. There's a simple solution to avoid these situations. Don't walk down the street by yourself at 10 o'clock at night. Again, you put all the responsibility on men while taking it away from women, giving women all the authority while taking it away from men. This is how this works, guys. This is how this works. Oh, they don't have to worry about being walking down the street at 10 o'clock at night. You see? There it is. There it is. Megawatt, $5. Appreciate that super chat. Red Pill Mike says, women who receive zero attention from men are always the ones who obsess on the negativity of any man's attention with zero experience to solidify. I move that RPM needs to get his own. He absolutely needs to start a blog. That dude drops nothing but truth. Unbelievable. SD Chris says, took me a second to get Red Rum. Good one, Donovan. Actually, the only reason I know about that one is because of The Shining. But I appreciate that. Thank you for the credit. By the way, Dr. Sleep, you guys absolutely have to watch that show. Ewan McGregor, very, very good show. Or very, very good, movie. Devin says, I accidentally left my car running and unlocked once. Thank God I lived in a good... I remember when she did that, dude. She called me. She's getting ready to go to work. I can't find my key. Like, maybe you left him in the car. She goes down to her car, still running. Car ran all night long. Yeah, Devin she's very, very absent-minded like that. Very absent-minded like that. Kyle Mitchell says don't go walking at 10 p.m. Yes, Kyle Mitchell, who I had the pleasure of meeting face-to-face. Good to see him. We took a prison photo together. I actually put it up on Instagram. Kyle's a good dude. He's a big dude too, man. I don't think I would fight Kyle. Don't think I would. Kyle Mitchell actually looks kind of like Suge Knight. And I know that's easy, right? Kyle's a light-skinned bald dude with a beard, and every light-skinned bald dude with a big beard looks like Suge Knight, but really, Kyle Mitchell looks like Suge Knight. Let's continue.
I get what you're saying. That is true.
But
Oh, you see this? Now Miss Pink wants to jump in. She says, I get what you're saying, but, and now look at this bitch. Oh, let's see what she has to say so I can shout her down too.
I do understand as well the premise of the fact that constantly saying that men are trash, especially in relation to relationships and stuff like that. I don't think
they're bigger issues.
Like
it's affecting.
It's not. Thank you. They can get over it. Boo-hoo. Like there are bigger things going on in the world.
There you have it, guys. There you have it. Well, wait a minute, Donovan. What just happened? Listen to this again. Listen.
They can get over it. Boo-hoo. Like there are bigger things going on in the world.
There you go, guys. There it is. That statement right there tells you all you need to know about what the world thinks of men. Again, Miss Pink offering rationality into the discussion. She says, okay, bad things happen to women, but you know what? They happen to men too. What's this bitch's response? Boo-hoo, get over it. I keep trying to tell guys, the world does not give a damn about us, man. Bad things, dude, horrible things happen to men all the time. Nobody sheds a tear for us. Nobody. Not that we really need them to, but the fact that people are just going to, get over it. Yet let one thing happen. Let a woman imagine something happened. Let her dream about something, and the world stops. Anytime a woman says she has a problem, all of a sudden, stop the presses. Woman has a problem. It must be solved. What's this chick's response to? Well, you know what? Bad things happen to men too. Boo-hoo. Get over it. This is what women think of men. This is what women think of men, guys. Listen, I keep trying to tell you. I want a kind, sensitive. Listen, they are not out there. These women out here do not give a single damn about you or me. Never forget that.
I think men are trash is a trend, because I personally think it's a trend.
No,
It's not
I
a
think it will
trend.
continue until things.
I think because of the
I think it'll continue so things get equal. Women don't want equality. They want leverage.
internet, everybody's sharing their stories more,
Yeah.
and we're all noticing these things more, which I think is really good. Like it lets.
Oh, isn't that interesting? So now comes our dichotomy that I think Dre Raven talked about in the chat. Watch
us
this.
see that these things aren't made up. Everyone's going through the same thing, and
Oh, look at this. People are sharing stories. People are saying people aren't making this up. Oh, you know what? It's interesting. This is what they say about this community. Oh, you guys are just making this up. You guys say all women are like that. Not all women are like that. You're just making this up. Yet, when women say men are trash, they're using exactly the same argument that we make when we're trying to wrongfully justify our positions. So when women share stories, all of a sudden it's believe all women. But when men share stories, no, shut up. Go back to your basement. Go back to your mom's basement. Go back to spanking off to hentai nrop. Everything you guys, listen, you guys were hurt. You guys are misogynists. You hate women. You guys are just making up these stories. Huh, interesting.
we all have a story that we can relate to, or know someone who has a story that we can
Okay,
relate
She is literally describing this community. When men get to this community, it's the same thing. Men sharing stories. You hear one story, you see another one, you're like, dude, that happened to me, or that happened to a buddy of mine. Pretty soon you've got a whole network of men who are now saying, oh my God, I'm not crazy. I'm not the only one who thinks this way. I'm not the only one this happened to. I'm not the only idiot who got suckered into marrying a land whale. I'm not the only idiot who got cuckolded by his wife. I'm not the only man who got divorced E-part. I'm not the only man who's raising a kid who's not biologically mine. Yet, when women tell their stories of heroism and survival, Oh, yeah, we want to believe all women. Got it.
But I just don't feel like, obviously, I've got brothers. Yeah?
Okay,
and
Wow.
Listen.
The savagery.
Like, I have brothers,
Yeah.
right? And I wouldn't appreciate it if, you know, like women saying that my brother is trash. But then,
Oh, now we're about to keep it real.
and that's what I mean, though. Like,
personal.
no.
See that? They're the two banshees jumping in. So what this woman over here is saying, Miss Pink, what she's saying is that, look, I hear what you're saying, but I have brothers. And if someone were to say that about my brother, I would take exception to that. And you know what? You should. But guess what? If it's true, that's what the shoe fits. If the shoe fits, wear it, man. Listen, I talk about this all the time. All the time. I love my mother and I love my sisters. But all three of them have been epic hoes in their lives. Real talk. Real talk. Listen, dude, I absolutely adore my sister. She's a girl power movement activist to the highest degree. I would do anything for her. I would give my life for, I'd give my life for any one of my family members. Straight up. But guess what? That doesn't mean that they weren't hoes. That doesn't mean that they didn't engage in the typical female behavior that women engage in on the dating market. This doesn't mean they ain't been ran through. My mom's been ran through. Mom's had abortions. My sisters have both been ran through. They've both had abortions. This doesn't mean that I love them any less. But the truth is the truth is the truth. And women will try to use this argument against you when they figure out that you think a little bit differently than they do. Now, you shouldn't be arguing with women in the first place. But women will try to shame your line of thinking, well, your mother, your sisters. Yeah, what about them? Well, what do you say about them? Yeah, they're hoes. They've been ran through. Lisa Faye actually tried that when I foolishly let her call my show. She tried every argument she could think of to try to prove me wrong. Doop, 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 doop. I'm shooting them down. Boom, 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 boom. She had nothing else. She pulled the trump card. What about your mother and your sisters? I said, Lisa, mom's a hoe. My sisters are hoes, man. Like, listen, I love my mother and my sisters, but it is what it is. Then, of course, she tried to get my channel taken down by mentioning Duracell with arms that project little round, you guys get it. What are you going to do if somebody does something bad and says, I did that because of Donovan? That's why I did what I had to do there. And that's why she is no longer around. She apparently is on Bumble, actually. I think one of MLD's guys matched up with her on Bumble. So we'll see if he sticks his sausage in crazy. The point is that this woman, Miss Pink, doesn't want to accept the truth about her defenses. Well, I have brothers and I wouldn't like it if they said that about them. Well, okay, that doesn't mean that they're not still like that. Right? If someone said to my sister, your brother Donovan, he just likes women with big boobs. I mean, what is she going to say? Yeah, okay, yeah, listen. I mean, I think he's a misogynist too, but hey, he's my brother. I love him. You can love someone in your family and still acknowledge the truth about them. You can do that. Or at least we as men can. Women, not so much. And they're not really supposed to. They are supposed to take everything personally because they're emotional creatures.
It's not personal.
No, but that's what, in relation to the fact that someone DM'd Tony and was like,
then that's what she should have told him.
On the flip side, I have a brother, and he doesn't think men are trash is an issue because he knows he's not trash. So for him, it's like, okay, they say men are trash. Men are trash. I'm not trash. But men are trash.
And the thing is, they know they're trash.
He looks at it from the point of an ally, and he understands the purpose of the hashtag, the purpose of the statement.
Of course.
So if you talk to my brother about men are trash in its entirety as a hashtag, he's not offended. He's not offended because he doesn't fall into that category. But what's ironic about Twitter, the men that get the most angry
are the
trashiest
ones, the sleaziest.
Yes.
They're triggered.
Yes. The ones that are misogynist, the ones that harass, the ones that ridicule women, the ones that bully women, they're the ones who are most anti-men are trash.
Okay.
Oh, the irony. Oh, the irony. So she wants to hit us with, well, the men who are the misogynists, the men who are the bullies, the men who harass women, the men who ridicule women, the men who bully women, those are the most anti-men are trash. Funny. I could say exactly the same thing about you bitches. I could literally say the same thing about y'all. Women who hate men, women who are misandrists, women who harass men, women who ridicule men, women who bully men, women who say women need men like fish needs a bicycle. You bitches are the ones that are the most, not all women are like that. Funny how that works, right? What this comes down to, gentlemen, is that this little sham of a podcast was nothing more than women sitting around talking about why they hate men. That's all there was to it. And it was clear that the three women on the left, I guess Lil' Kim, the Hot Nine, British Nine, and I guess we'll call her Pretty in Pink, it was clear that they tried to come into this with an open mind. It was clear that they tried to interject maybe a little bit of sanity. Okay, listen, man, men do trash things, but women do too. But every time they brought that rationality into the conversation, they were shouted down by the two banshees. Everything that these women said and the way that they said it is exactly the way we talk in this community. But we're called misogynists. We're called angry woman haters. The two women on the right are literally the black pill. That is the female version of the black pill. You guys want to know what the female version of the black pill guys are? Those two women on the right. That's what it is. Women who genuinely hate men because they really understand men. Men who hate women do not understand women. They just don't. They don't. Any man who genuinely hates women simply does not understand them. But women who genuinely hate men understand us very well. And that's the memo. Great show tonight, guys. Excellent, excellent show. Let us read off these super chats. I wanted to show you guys. Actually, you know what? I think I am going to do that. I'm going to show you guys a really, really cool video. It is a really, really cool video. And I think I have permission to show it on the live stream. I don't know. I don't think he's copyrighted it. But he did a really, really, really cool video. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that. But I hope to hire this guy because the kind of video he did for me was nothing short of spectacular. Like it was incredible. And I'm in here, I'm ripping my hair out because I've got all sorts of technical issues, and Devin has, oh my God, listen, man, like I care very much for my girl, but dude, like she has the worst timing. And this is the one time that her terrible timing didn't set me off. So I'm going to get in contact with this guy. And when he starts to do these kinds of video, if he and I can come to some sort of agreement, I think you guys are really going to enjoy this guy's work, because this guy is legit. He is absolutely the real deal. Man. He really is. MLD is in the house. It is, I guess, 9:05. It's either 8:05, 9:05, or 10:05 out there in Tokyo. Shout out to MLD. Subscribe to his channel. Chacho Chato says the only thing walking down the street at late night hours are criminals, victims, and cops. Wrong. You forgot working girls. Good stuff. Definite G, $10, says women are always thinking that they are invincible to nature's consequences until they get hit, then want to blame and have a man clean up her mess, then complain why she wasn't protected. Such is the state of the typical American woman. James Young, $5, says it was never about equality, it's about domination. Real talk. Truthgirl says, brothers, $5, says, brothers, remember this. Men are wanted for their doing and women for their being. Stop doing and you are in a trash bin. She just proved it. That's it. Women do not love you for who you are. They love you for what you are, what you can provide for them. Red Pill Mike, $50 super chat. Says women don't think men experience horrible circumstances, because normally the world runs to their aid when peril falls upon them. Naturally, they can't empathize and understand that the only way to process tragedy is by our own abilities. Man, that is profound. I'll tell you what, dude. Red Pill Mike is Jesus, man. Every time he talks, I listen. Every time he talks, I learn something. I think my camera slider is. My camera slider is acting a little funny. I do apologize for that. I try to come with the best quality stuff, but apparently my camera slider is betraying me tonight. I'll get that fixed for tomorrow night's show. James Young, $2 says, Don, I sent you an email. Read it when you can. Will do. Devin says, no timing is good timing. Jesus Christ. Like, dude, like, I'm getting ready to go. Like, so Devin came through for me big time tonight or today. Big time. I was trying to get something worked out and I couldn't do it. And I'm like, yo, this is what I pay you to do. Take care of it. I went, I did my thing. I ran some errands, came back, had it all taken care of. I was so happy. I was like, yo, I'm going to take you out for dinner tomorrow night. Like, this is how much she came through for me. I'm about to come on the air. She's like, what time are you going on the air tomorrow? And I'm like, I don't know, 7. Well, that means we have to make dinner reservations. What restaurant do you want to go to? I'm like, oh my God, Devin, listen, sweetie, I appreciate your concern, but I'm about to go on the show. Oh my God. Holy moly. Dude, I was doing a show with Dr. Thunder. I did an interview with Dr. Thunder. Go subscribe to his channel. I'm actually going to put my interview with him on my channel when he gets done with it. 45 minutes into this hour and a half, 2-hour interview, Devin gives me some news that requires my undivided attention while I'm on the podcast. I was furious. Oh my God. Listen, Devin, you're the best, sweetie. You're the best, but your timing sucks. At any rate, oh, wait a minute. Oh, whoa, here we go. Okay. Blue Lion 7342, $2 says, ladies never call men they are attracted to toxic. That's a good one. That's Red Pill Mike-ish, actually. Good stuff. You guys are wilding out in the Sharpe Stream chat. Technomage B5, another $5, says, we need to get Red Pill Mike a confidentiality helmet to protect his identity and have him appear on Donovan's show. Believe it or not, I actually plan on doing something very special for the TSR OGs. It's going to be very, very cool. It's going to be very, very cool. It's going to be me paying homage to the guys that helped get me here. And I hope you guys appreciate it. Hope you do. That's going to do it for this edition. Oh, wait a minute. Adam E, $10 says, Donovan, love your stuff. Have you ever explored MBTI or temperament psychology? Pretty sure you are ENTP and Devin is INJF. It's a common pairing. Adam, I do not KNOW. I have no idea what those acronyms MEAN. So please, shoot me an email at tsr@donovansharpe.com. And listen, I was told there would be no math. Like, that seems very mathematical what you just did there. I have no idea what that means. Listen, I'm sure it's pretty cool. I have no idea what that is. I'm thinking maybe you're talking about a tech company. Maybe it's a star. I don't know. Okay, I guess they're personal. Listen, guys, I'm not that smart, right? Like, I do a few things. I do very few things very, very well. I do a few things very, very well. Back in the day, I used to break the law very well. I was really, really good at that, right? I'm very good at making money. I used to be good at getting with women. Probably not so much now. I've been out in the game for almost 5 years, right? And I'm good at content creation. Guys, I suck at everything else. I don't know jack about anything. I know nothing about anything but what I know about. So please send me an email to explain what all of that does. And yeah, I'm going to have to Google all of that. I'm going to have to Google the whole thing. Adam E is probably a PhD. Oh, okay. Well, it looks like Dev is on the job already. She says ENTP is one of 16 different personality traits identified by the Myers-Briggs type indicator. People with this personality type are often described as innovative, clever, and expressive. ENTPs are less interested in the here and now details than they are in generating ideas and theories. Okay. The INJF personality trait. INFJs are creative nurturers with a strong sense of personal integrity and a drive to help others realize their potential. Creative and dedicated, they have a talent for helping others with original solutions to their personal challenges. Huh. That actually kind of sounds true. So, yeah, I'll do some. Listen, I'm dominant, she's submissive. That's kind of a pairing. I'm crazy, she's laid back. I get up early, she doesn't. I mean, listen, dude. Devin and I could not be any more different. Like, I'm gregarious, I'm an extrovert. I can, command the room. Devin, very, very much an introvert. I am freakishly disciplined. She is freakishly not disciplined. I like to go to bed early and wake up early. She likes to go to bed late and wake up whenever. That's just, dude, like we could not, dude, I'm a man, she's a woman, I'm black, we could not be any more, like we are literally the yin, it's crazy. It's crazy how we are polar opposites of one another. I think that's the only reason why this appears to be working. So, yes, I asked Devin how she could sleep 10 hours a day. Like, what is that? I don't know, dude, honestly, if I wake up at 6 o'clock, I feel like I'm behind. Man. Like, if I'm up at 6, I'm like, dude, gotta get a move on. That's just the kind of personality I have, man. I used to try to get Devin up early. I'm like, dude, whatever. Just, this is who she is. Let her sleep. Takes her another, so when she finally opens her eyes, it takes her like another 4 hours to wake up. I'm like, all right, whatever. Fine. I'm exaggerating for effect, but yeah, she, like, when the alarm goes off, I'm up and I'm out. The alarm goes off, Devin's like, Alexa, snooze. Snooze again. Snooze. She sets like 8 alarms, snoozes them all for like 3 hours. Yeah. Anyway. Excellent show tonight, guys. I have a dynamite show for you guys in store tomorrow night. It's going to piss a lot of you guys off, man. Tomorrow's show is going to be the Sigma male myth. The myth of the Sigma male. There is no such thing as this Sigma male. So tomorrow's show is going to be very, very interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting to be sure. I wonder if I still have my outros loaded on this. We're going to give it a shot. That's going to do it for this edition of TSR Primetime. Thank you all for watching. I will see you tomorrow evening at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. Take care.